Well, hello world! Welcome. How are you all today? Let's invite who this will let me invite, which is, let's see, has it ever changed? No. I can invite her too. She comes sometimes. All right, that's the only two to let me invite. Okay, so today we're going to have a little fun with some Wonderland makeup. I've done this one before, probably a couple years ago, but it's a really cute one, so I thought I would do it again. So we're going to start with a little primer. I already have on my, I got a heavy spritz over here. I already have on my skincare. So now we're going to start, I think I'm going to put it on this side. We're going to start with foundation. Do I want to do darker or do I want to do this? If I do darker like I did last time, which I might do, that's a little bit darker. Let's use that one. I think it's between the one I usually use and the one I did last time because it's a little dark on one side, it's a little light on the other side. So let's do this one first. So I'm just putting foundation on. Actually, don't need it there. I gotta make sure I know where I'm putting it, where I need it, and here. Okay. So, oh, my nose is like cold. Not used to the cold. A little cool today. Okay. Is that none? No, that's a tiny little bit. All right, so we're going to put a tiny little bit here. If you come on after I start, say hello. I mean, if you're watching the replay, you won't know I said this if you come on live after I start. But if you come on during the replay or on live, say hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Ah, my nose is like, it's cold. I didn't notice that till I sat down. Hello, how you doing? So I've got foundation on just this part. I've already done skincare earlier today. And I'm only putting over here, which just means we're going to have a bunch of fun over here. And so here's what we're doing today. I think it's half a snowman. Isn't it cute? Little carrot nose. And we're not going to do the shoulder because I'm not taking my clothes off to do that. I'm taking off my shirt. Sorry. We're not doing that. All right, so we're going to put a little foundation over there. That's like one shade darker than what I normally wear, but you can't even tell, can you? I don't know. It looks like it's a good color. Maybe I should stick with that one. All right, so now we're going to do, I'm going to do what I did last time with the color correctors. Now, this is e.l.f., and we're going to do the peach. Well, I have to do it on one eye because the other eye will be white. So we're going to put a little peach to color correct. Just to get this peach color in here. I could also use your fingers. I think I may have used my fingers with this last time, didn't I? I remember. Okay. A little bit more. Let's do finger. I don't think this brush is... Hello, Holly. How are you? I don't think the brush is helping me. I think the brush is just soaking it up. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go to our yellow, which will brighten and anti-red. Yellow. Yellow is opposite of what on the color wheel? I think it's opposite of purple. So it should take out the, like, bruised look that we have going on. Take out any purple that happens to be in there, even though I don't really see much purple, but I guess it must have a slight tinge of purple. So we're going to put that on first and to try to color correct and brighten it a little. And then we're going to use the powder, just the translucent powder, a very little bit, to set that. So we're going to start with that and let that sit for a minute. And then we're going to use concealer 2 for the top here. And I'm not going to need it on the other eye, I don't think. Of course, we're going to use the other. I'm going to use the same thing I use on all of it, so it'll match. Okay. So we're going to do that concealer over here. There we go. Let me get this out. And she doesn't. It looks like she has eyeliner on the top. So let's get eyeliner for the top. Get that ready. She has like eye makeup on under. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Make sure I'm using the right side. All right, so we have this one here. Okay. So that will give us a base for the eyeshadow. And then we're going to do, I'm going to use my finger again for this. The next color is just barely darker. Or here. We're just going to press that on top. My cats are enjoying those warm towels on top of the heating pad. They're so happy. They had a little fight earlier over the little tunnel. The tunnel that's the mesh material that you can see through. You know, they think they can hide in it. And they both wanted to get in it. Now, they can actually both fit in it. But apparently, they didn't want to share. And, oh, they were having a little tussle. And I'm like, girls, those little stickers. Okay. Oh, look at that. Isn't it always amazing? It just looks like this over here is just sinking. Doesn't look like it's melting. I'm melting. Melting. It's what it feels like my eye is just melting over here. It's not. It's just a color. See, it's just a color delusion. And this shows it. Because if it can give me a delusion over here, I can make a delusion that I want over here. That's all we do is change the color. And what a difference that makes. Do you know that song from probably the 80s? Andre Crouch, what a difference you've made in my life. I think that's who I sang. It's a Christian song. What a difference you've made in my life. We can sing that to you too. You're my sunshine day and night. Oh, what a difference you've made in my life. Isn't that a pretty song? You're supposed to sing it to God. That's actually who it's written to. It's written to God. Major difference. I know, isn't it crazy? But doesn't it look like my skin no longer sinks right here? Now, it does sink a little bit, but it actually looks like it sinks a whole lot more than it does because of the dark. And this pops it back out where it looks like it's more in line with my skin. Like, it looks more level. Sing it. Sing it. Love it. Okay, so now we have that. Now, let's see. Ooh, she has her eyebrow covered. So let's do the good makeup. Or the regular makeup. Maybe you're going to think the snowman's the good makeup. Maybe that's the good one. This one is just going to be, this one's going to be regular makeup, the me makeup. All right, so it looks like she has on something kind of a little orangey brown somewhat. So let's get those colors, which are these colors kind of over here. See how that was real orange, but I'm going to use like these somewhat rusty browns. That's what those look like. So let's do the brow first. Well, she made herself a big brow. Big brow. But I think she has a longer face. Maybe a bigger area. If I do too big of a brow on me, it starts overpowering me and I look like Herman Munster, and I don't want to do that. I like it a little on the delicate side, so I still look feminine and not like a lumberjack or something. And I've seen other women that could do bigger ones, though, and it doesn't make them look like that. So I think it just depends on how much space you have, your coloring, all kind of stuff. So there's my little setting spray. But I do know if I get too wide with the eyebrow, it's like, ooh, it's just too strong. And I want it a little dainty. Okay, we're doing it here, not there. The good thing about doing one is you don't have to match it to the other one. So you can kind of do it however, wherever you want. Doesn't have a match. Okay. There we have our brow. I think that's not too bad. I am so glad this is Saturday and not Sunday. I still have another day of rest. Another day of rest and relaxation. Hopefully it will be rest and relaxation. Okay. So there we have our brow. But it looks so much lighter what I just did on there than it does in person. Oh my goodness, I'm wiping too much of it away. Oh, the rest of that song, I don't know if you ever heard that song. Love to me was just a word in a song that had been way overused. But now I've joined in the singing, 'cause you've shown me love's true meaning. That's why I want to spread the news. I love that part. What a difference you've made in my life. I think I changed keys, but that's all right. What a difference you've made in my life. You're my sunshine day and night. Oh, what a difference you've made in my life. I don't remember how the verses go. I think that was the bridge. I don't know if I remember those. I have to go look at the book. I do have that in a book. Piano book. All right, now let's do, looks like she has a little bit of a peachy color. Let me find that on the lid. So let's do this one. It's called Choral of the Story. Where is the brush I'm looking for? There it is. Maybe there isn't more to that song. I don't remember. Love it. All right, here is Choral of the Story. I'm going to put that on the lid. And up a little higher. Up a lot higher on me. It's a real pretty song. Maybe it was from the 70s. It may have actually been from the 70s. Pretty old song. I know a lot of old songs for several reasons. One, I started listening to Christian radio when I was 10 because they had a radio. That's when the radio station appeared in town. We didn't have a Christian radio station. And when I was 10, they started one. And I was like, oh, because I loved music and I loved Jesus at that time because I had probably became a Christian about a year before that. And so I wanted to hear, you know, everybody my age wanted to hear country music, rock music, all the other music. I wanted to hear about Jesus even then. No, give me the songs about God. That's what I liked. It touched me. I think I've always been moved by music. And if it was about God, I was moved about it even more. Okay, so I think I'm done with this palette. People would say, oh, do you know this song, that song, that's a... No, I don't listen. I didn't listen to it. I did know country music because before that my family listened to country music and I did like country music. But did I know all the rock songs? Only if I happened to hear it somewhere. I liked Christian music. So that's what I listened to. All right, so let's do this color. We're going to do this one that's a little bit lighter than the one below it. I'm going to put that here in the corner and the top. She doesn't have it darker out here than this. So we're just, all right, so we're going to stick with that then. And put that over here. I don't know where everybody's at today. But that's all right. They can watch it later. It's funny, I know people do watch it later because people I don't even know about will tell me when they see me somewhere, oh, I loved your makeup live you did. I'm like, you were there? Then they watch it later. So I know they watch it. They're just not around right now, so that's okay. You know, it's still kind of a holiday time, right? Holiday weekend, sort of. What's left of the holiday weekend? You played drums for the youth group at church. Oh, that's awesome. So he learned a lot of Christian songs. Well, the other reason I know older songs is my piano teacher. I started taking piano at 13, which is a little late, actually, but it never occurred to any of us before. because we didn't have a piano. My parents weren't musical. They liked music. They just couldn't sing or play an instrument. Although my mom could play the harmonica, but she didn't think that was anything. But I picked that up one day and tried to play it. I'm like, Mom, this takes skill. She's like, oh, that's nothing. I'm like, I can't do it. I mean, I probably eventually could have done it had I kept with it, but like, Mom, it's a lot of work. This is a lot of work. This is a skill. You've got to memorize whether you blow or suck the air and where to get the tune. And I'm like, that, and it's not, you got to have some wind too. That isn't for short of breath. And she couldn't play it when she was older, of course, but when she was young, she could play a tune on it. And she's like, oh, that's not a real musical instrument. I'm like, yeah, it is. It might not be one in the major categories, but yeah. They would play Christian rock because you blew your, oh, it gave me a stupid word in the way. Blew your mind? Is that what you said? Oh, blew your eardrums out. It's giving me that stupid slow connection. It just tells me that all the time. Okay, so she has eyeshadow down here instead of a liner, but you could see. Looks like a liner, right? Perfectly fine. But she does have black on the top. Okay, I think we're going to go with that. Black liner on the top she had. But when I started taking piano, the woman who was teaching me, oh, she was good. She was amazing. She was an older woman that was the wife of a Baptist preacher, an independent Baptist church that was in town. But if we asked, who do you recommend for lessons, everybody would say, oh, her. Her name is Mrs. Sessions, Alice Sessions. And she was a much older lady. She was a grandmother. But she was probably 60 or 70 when I was starting. She seemed a lot older to me. Doesn't seem that old now, but it did then. And she would say, bring whatever music books you have. So you can learn the songs that you sing in your church. And we had a hymn book, which has standard hymns that most people have, probably, and some more. And she had some books as well that she would say, here, borrow this book or go get this book or something. And so I learned a lot of hymns as well as somewhat newer choruses and stuff, but mostly I played hymns. So I already knew a lot of hymns because I've always liked old things. What else do we need to do over here? I may be kind of done over here. So let's start. But for my age, 13, 14, I knew old hymns, and other kids my age didn't know old hymns. But I loved it. It wasn't a chore to me. If it was a song, it's about God. There was a few I didn't like. They're too slow, the words were dumb or something to me. But for the most part, I loved old songs. Loved old songs. And especially if it was something I'd never heard, it's like, that's like a new song to me. And I wasn't like, oh, this is an old style. I loved old style. I loved old clothes, old hair styles, old houses. I loved antiques. I loved old things. Do I want to use this brush? Engineer. I think I'm going to use this other one that I was using. I don't think I'm going to use that one. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is our porcelain foundation. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. So I need to go over here. And she starts up here. It's got a glare on it. Okay, so she has a little bit. Actually, I think I want to start here first. I want to start the halfway, I believe. Which is pretty much like here. It's a little off of half. So it's past half. It's not exactly in the middle. And that's fine. Because then I don't have to try to center it. Okay, so then we're going to go up here. So this is like a melting snowman, I guess. We're going to do that. Old soul, I think I was. Oh, yeah. I just liked old things. I became fascinated with old hairdos, like from the 40s and the 50s. Like, how do they do that? How do they make their hair do that? Why can't we do our hair like that now? I liked it better. And the clothes, I loved the clothes like from the 50s because they were fitted and they were full skirts and they were so flattering. I'm like, why come we can't wear that now? I like that better. It's prettier. Okay, there's that one. Then we have a little short one. Okay, I'm going to go over there and do a little short one. There. And then we're going to have a little bit longer one again. There we go. Okay, so that's the kind of look we have there. Although this one should be longer. I'm just doing this on the wrong side. Well, it has to have stuff over there. Okay, that was practice. Where I want it is over here. Okay, I'm like, I was supposed to be by my other brow. Duh. Okay. When we get to the end, we'll never know. Okay, so we're going to go up. Yeah. And this one is not quite as long. Okay. I say that was practice. Okay, and then we have the little short one. Okay, and then a little bit longer again. Okay, come on. All right. So then we're going to fill it in. Now I got my outline. Now it doesn't stand out real well right now, but it will when I get the rest. Because she's got some shading in there that make it show up better. And once I get to that, that's going to show up really well. So it's supposed to kind of look like a shadow. And that's what really makes the effect is the shadows. Or what looks like shadows. So you just basically draw on the shadows. Okay. I kind of went outside the line a little bit there, but I'm going to cover it with the shadow, so it doesn't matter. This is what I like about this stuff, is you can mess it up and it's fine. Because you can fix it. All right, let's see. How far below does she go here? Like this? It's not that far down. It's like just the side of her nose. Okay. Okay, so we have that there. And then we'll do a little bit on the other, a little bit further down. Again. Okay. My nose is still tickling. I don't know why. I'm going to put this on it in a minute, and I got to quit rubbing it. Okay, so then we're going to go from here. And then we're going to color in. I guess she kind of has the whole nose colored in from here. Okay. Move this here. Okay, and then she has, this is also not in the center. It's off center. I got that. Does she have, yeah, she got white on her lip. Is that what I want? Yeah, okay. Okay, then it's like at the center of here though. And then they're gonna go that way. And then kind of straight, sort of straight down. Okay. Now, let me fill in a little bit here so I don't make too big a mess. And here. I think I'm going to save the lip till last because otherwise I kind of lick it off or something. So let's wait. There we go. All right, now let's take my little sponge. Could use the big sponge, but I've already got this color kind of on that sponge. And then we're going to cover all of this over here because that was the wrong side. And we're gonna, including the brow. Because she has no brow. It'll show through a little bit, but hers doesn't. But oh well. She went to some other technique, like she really used something to coat it. I think what I could do is put a little powder on it and then try covering it again. We'll see what that does. I think it covers it pretty well though. Let's touch a little powder on it. I'm going to keep that. Well, I'll put it back and get it back out. Okay. Sponge. I feel like a doctor. Sponge. Give me the sponge. Scalpel. And we're going to put this on the eyelid, under eye. And she's got it like covering the whole place. Now you want to lighten up a dark circle. Here you go. This will lighten up a dark circle. Unfortunately, I can't just wear this with makeup or it would be like, oh, what in the world is on your eye? Okay. Fill it in. See, it gives the impression of white. It's really off-white. We don't have a white. Actually, this company that manufactures these foundations, they probably have a white. That you can go directly to the manufacturer who makes this makeup and get it, but this looks white enough to me. It's supposed to be snow. As long as it's not yellow, it's okay. It's this color. This is definitely what I use for her. I like she kind of finished. They look white. Still may eat that off. We'll see. Okay, let's go back to the brow. See if we can make it any whiter. Oh, I got fuzz or something hanging down my face. Okay. My wrinkles on my forehead are creasing. What I did over here. And it just may be, oh well. If I put powder on it, it'll stop. So let's see if I can do that. It'll reduce it anyway. Let's do, nope, not that sponge. This sponge. Don't eat yellow snow, no. Nope. That would not be a good thing. All right, now let's put some powder. Let's use the bigger brush. And let's kind of put it here. Because this will crease until you set it. So let's kind of set it. And the other two are really, I don't know that I set the other, I don't think I set the other side. That's okay, we'll set it now. I may have done under here, I don't remember now. Okay. Half of a snow woman. I may have to be a snow woman, I guess. She is too. Okay, now I think I'm just going to wait till the eyeliner till I get done. All right, now let's see what I want to use here. Let's use maybe that color brown and clean up that. All right, let's try this color. Wonder if that's too dark. No, not really. That's too wide. It's not too wide for this spot. It's too wide for the next spot. Okay, a little bit of that. Let's see. I need a skinny brush. There's a skinny brush. Okay. All right, now, oh, I gotta quit rubbing my nose. My nose is tickling. I feel like there's fuzz on my nose. don't know why. Oh, here's a nice little brush. All right, let's use that. All right, now let's use, let's try this same color, see what happens. Probably gonna need darker color. I might have should have made that lighter. It's pretty dark shadow she has on it though. It feels like there's fuzz on my face. I don't see it though. Okay. Give it a little dimension. Do we have it all the way? Yeah, we have it all the way around pretty much. Okay. So now I'm just outlining it with dark brown eyeshadow. That's going to show up. I wonder if Michelle is feeling any better. Remember she said she had COVID. It might take her a while to get over it. I don't know. Okay. Kind of being a widow schwappy. Because I'm trying to hurry and that's not working too well. Okay. I'm really hoping these are looking like drips and not like, you know, other things. Look like drips. It's drips. Melting snow. Running down the face. It'll look like a hand in a few minutes. Hers doesn't look like a hand, but oh well. Okay. Now, let's take this little brush and just kind of blend what we have here. Blend it down a little. Kind of make this whole area a little darker. Let's try that right there. Okay. Okay, now we have to do the rest. Okay, so let's do, there's a little bit of a bigger area here. Okay. Oh, and here, okay. There. Okay, then the rest we're going to do with the tiny brush. Okay, so let's draw here. Takes a few minutes to outline. Okay. Got it over here. It's got it on down too. See if that'll stay on my lip. It's starting to take shape now. Well, see, when you continue it on, it makes more sense. Like, okay, we see what's going on here. That by itself kind of looked weird to me. Start finishing it, it looks a little more, okay, looks good, thank you. Okay, and then it goes kind of straight down, all right. It's a little challenging, not too hard, but yeah, it's a little, like, detailed right here. But I'm doing it, I'm trying to do it. Oh, so I forgot to tell you, so for over Christmas, and the Christmas, you know, couple of weeks there, Christmas anyway, I think I gained about 4 pounds, which was not unexpected and not too bad, because I was eating all the Oreo balls, the sour cream pound cake, my sister-in-law's French silk pie, and for only gaining 4 pounds, well, that was good. And I was trying not to too overdo it, but I knew I was going over on calories. But I'm like, okay, once I get rid of all this stuff, all the extra stuff, because I still eat sweet stuff. I'm not as sure how many calories are in all this stuff. So I'm guessing, and I knew I was eating more than I was saying, but I'm like, okay, but I'm monitoring my weight and I only gained 4 pounds. I'm like, that's not that bad. I think maybe it was 4.5. Well, as soon as I was done with all this stuff and went back on my calorie counting, I lost like a pound. I lost a pound every day. Maybe it was 3.5 I gained. I lost a pound like every day. So I am now only a half a pound above what I was before Christmas. I only have a half a pound to lose to be back exactly where I was. Now I'm pretty pleased with that. So, you know, it was not permanent damage or really even that much. Dropped right back down. That's what I was hoping. Okay, now what shall we do? Oh, let's do... I think we're pretty good with the... Well, I'll do a little bit more shading. Let's see. A little bit here. Here. It is great. Thank you. Yeah, I was... Like, I don't really want to gain any more than that. And I did it. But I had a nice little diet break. Nice little diet vacation. Without going too crazy. Okay. I think I can live with that shading. That's not too bad. Okay, so now I think we're going to do... She has a lot of blue. But I think it's what's supposed to make it look icy. So let's find in this James Charles palette. I'm trying to remember which one I used last year. It was probably this. Yeah, it had to be this one here. That's what it looks like. This one right here. That's what that blue looks like to me. Alright, so let's try this brush. I think I used green with this one. Let's find clean this brush. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little green. This is what I'm doing, the green stuff. Let's see if I can kind of clean that off. Alright, so then she has a lot up here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, icy chill, icy chill. So I was very excited at how quickly it's like going back down. Happy about that. Okay. Then we have, she has a lot, well that's gonna, I don't know if I can do it with this big brush. Yeah, I can. Okay. She has a lot of it in there. And then she has a lot of it right here. And I don't really know if it matters if I get it in a different spot. Just sort of kind of copying. She has a little on her eyebrow area. Kind of cool looking. Then let's put a little bit there where it's a little lighter. Yeah. And then a little bit lighter down this way. Okay, then she has a little bit here on the nose. Okay. Only on one side. All right. We'll only do one side. Oh, and then she definitely has a lot here. Under the lip. I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. Mrs. Snow. Kind of looks like she has a little over here. We have any down there. I'm going to put a little bit down there. I can't see down there. Okay. Kind of neat. Now let's do a little bit of white kind of powder on top. Soften it a little. I don't know if it's softening it that much, but we tried. Okay. She also has a little bit right there in the middle. I don't know if I still have enough on this brush. I don't want to put a lot though. Let's try. Very little touch. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. Blue shading. Now she has quite a pink blush thing going on here. But it looks normal on the other side. So let's see. Is that going to be pink pink? Let me see. What other options do we have here? Yeah, it kind of goes with that color. All right, let's try that color. This one is called Possible. That one there. So let's put some, first let's put some over here, because we didn't put any blush on this side. Let's make them match. Okay. She doesn't have a whole lot over there. Oh, that I can tell. It's kind of shadowy. Alright, now let's see, what brush do I want to use here? Let's try that brush. Nope, that's a fail. Let's try so I can get more powder on it. Nope. You know, liking it. Okay, how about we use our finger? Yeah. It's because it's so white. It's just not working with the brush. She's got almost like clown blush over here. This one you gotta see to match that. That's pink. Yeah, she doesn't go too far that way. Okay. It's almost like a doll-like looking thing. And it was funny. Or are you laughing at my song? I don't know. Okay. I just now saw the laughy faces. Okay. Now, let me see. Under her, I would say we haven't done my eye makeup over there. She really kind of has sort of a similar looking eye makeup to the other eye. All right. Let's see. What did we do? We did peach. Coral of the story. I got such a crease there because I have no powder on. Okay. So we're going to do that. Okay. A little bit of that. Then I did... Was I using... I think I was using the same brush. Okay. Get rid of that one. My brush is out of order. Can't have that. Alright, let's use... Where did I just put my... Oh, it's underneath my other palette. I'm like, where's my little palette? Oh, that's not even what I wanted. I want the medium palette. And this scatterbrained. Okay, so we have a little bit there. Let's use the blendy brush. So I don't want it too dark. Well, it's a little dark. Not darker than this, probably, though. I just made it look like it's my skin again. Alright, maybe we should do a little darker. Let's do this one. It looks like it on the video. It's like, oh, hello. Looks peach. I want it muddier looking than that because that's what she looks like. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. Still looks like my skin, but it's okay. It's fine. Let's go with the blendy brush again. Let's do, because hers, it looks much darker than this. Let's go to a darker brown here. It doesn't look like skin, it looks like eyeshadow. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting brown. Okay. I think it's because it's on top of that white, it lightens it up. And that is not what I want. Okay. There we go. A little further down. Alright, that looks more like a little more like eyeshadow and not you just wiped all the makeup off or something. Alright. So now I cannot wait. Once I lose more than half a pound, I will actually be a little lower. I think I need to lose an entire pound to drop to the next pound. That's pretty good. 1 pound to get to the next pound. Okay, now, oh, she has dark under the eye. Let's use that color there too, so it matches. So she may have black, but this is such a dark brown. She's got it all the way across too. And the other eye she doesn't. Okay. That's interesting. So the other eye she has done like this, and this one she has all the way. I guess the snow person likes eyeliner better than the girl. Okay. That's fine. I guess it's supposed to look a little different. Okay, so there's our line. With white on white, kind of, I think it shows up better. It doesn't look so bizarre. This white skin is bizarre. Now, we need a carrot and we need a mouth. So the carrot is orange. So do I have orange? I had orange before. I've got orange somewhere. Oh, I know what I used for orange. It was this orange blush. That's orange. Okay, so then we're going to find a little brush. I wonder if that little brush will work. Let's try that one. This is a very intense one. It should be fine with the... Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm making the carrot upside down. Let's don't do that. I need it wider. And taper. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hope so. Okay, there we got orange. That's a dark orange. That's okay. So I think I'm going to go into one in the James Charles palette. Yes. That is a bright. It's not as bright looking up there as it actually is. Okay. So we can brighten it up a little. It's fine. Okay, so here's what we're doing. You need to see the half snow woman, half melting snow woman. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we got to outline. Do I want to do... I may just use this liquid eye. Oh, I know where I put the liquid eyeliner. I lost it last time. I thought I had it in this. It's not in there. So where is it? Gotta be around here somewhere. It's like I didn't go off with it. There it is. Got in here with my lip liners. He must have walked over there by himself. Okay, so now let's do outline. Okay. It's our little carrot. And she has a lot of dashes. Texture, I guess, in the carrot. Lines. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of. Okay. Then we're going to add a little dark at the top. She's got dark at the top. Let's put that back there. I don't want that one there. Let's do... Which little brush do I want here? This little brush. Okay, so she has a lot more dark shading up here. That kind of goes down. Okay. Shadowy. Okay. And then a little less up higher. There. That's cute. Okay, now let's do, I'm going to save, let's see, where's that one little brush? There it is. Okay, we need that little brush. And then we need to do the black. Okay, so she has, let's do, looks like she has black. Let's use this eyeliner. So she has like a black line on the lip. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's what we want. Looks like a black line on the lip. Okay. Weird looking. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then we go way out here. I think I want to actually start out here. Let's see, that in there. How far out do we go? She's actually under the cheek. Then she has a little curl. I feel like the Joker or something. Okay, so then she also has like a wrinkle there. That's cute. And then she also has a little, let's see, let me get that brush back again. A little dark in there, a little shadow. Can barely see that though, on her or me. Okay. Then we have black. I know there's black in here. Black circles. Okay, let's try the black circles. It's cute. If I went out too far, but if I did, oh well. It's there now. Alright, let's do... Where are you, little brush? There's my little brush. Okay, there's black. So she has one on her lip. Right at the Cupid's bow. Okay. There's the circle. Hers is a little bigger. The Hirsch one is. There you go. Then we have another one that looks like it's near the corner of her mouth. It's hard to draw a circle with powder. That's cute. I'm having a hard time getting it low enough. It looks big down here till I look in the camera. I'm like, oh, it's not that big. It's way bigger. Okay. And then we have third one here. I think it's spaced pretty well. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay. You know what else she has on here? This is kind of weird. She has a little pink spot right here. Okay. A little pink spot. I don't know why, but we do. Okay. There you go. There. Now, the other thing she has is what's supposed to look like snow, I believe. She has a bunch of dots, white dots, which I think will show up on the blue, maybe? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. It's snowing, apparently. She has like 3 here. That shows up. A little bit. Does. Okay. Okay. Either that or just white freckles, I'm not sure. I was looking awesome, thank you. I think it's snow. Apparently it's only snowing on this side of her face, though. She also has a white dot right here in the middle of the carrot. Carrot's a little crooked, but that's okay, because carrots can be crooked, right? And then we have a bunch of white dots under here. It's freckle snow. Snow freckle. Which is on her chin. Maybe that's why there's pink there, so it shows out. She doesn't seem to have any on the nose. That's kind of cute. Okay, we're going to put little dots of snow. Alright. Then we have to do our eyeliner. If I can figure out where I just put that one. Oh, here it is. Oh, right there. Okay, so she goes all the way in. Okay, we'll do that. Eyeliner there. And then we'll do eyeliner on this side. You know what I need to do? I need to put powder on. Since I added, you know, dots of foundation. So it doesn't smear. We will set it. Set the dots. Yes, thank you for saying, are you going to powder the dots? Thank you. Because if I didn't, I'm going to smear them. Liner. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, then this one. Great minds, you know the drill. Okay. Liner. Helps a little bit. Then we're going to say, where's the lid? Okay, we found the lid. Oh, then we have to do lipstick, and then we have to do mascara. Well, that may be about it. All right, so let's go do some setting spray here. That was cute. Okay, well, let's wait till I get to the rest. Wait till I get the rest. All right, so let's do. I didn't do the curler, but that's okay. We're bypassing it. Went on my walk today, and there was a little blue heron. He was so cute. They're so funny, though. They want to stay where they are, but they don't want you walking toward them, and they watch you like... And then when you come toward them, they're like, oh. Sometimes they squawk at you like, ah, ah. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to hurt you. You could stay there. But they protest. They don't just fly. Sometimes they just fly off, and sometimes they squawk at you. Because I guess I really annoyed him. So detailed. Thank you. Oops. Extra hanging off the end. Don't do that. There. I need a new mascara. I've got one over here. I just realized this is a new year. I need a new mascara. It's a new month. They last about 3 months, and then you need to get a new fresh one. And it's a ton. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's January. Duh. Time for new. Do it next time, I guess. Too late now. Okay. But this one is fun. It's a cute one. Something different. It's a little more intensive. And that's what makes it interesting. Okay. We're gonna do this one more time. There we go. Now we have everything but the lipstick. So I'm going to use this one again because it looks very similar to what she's wearing. It's this one that really stakes from L'Oreal. Number 601 called Worth It. Lime Life has a very similar color. It's just not quite as pink. And that does not stink. I just bought this one to try for fun. Oh, that's a pretty color. Okay, let's see. I think we have it. Okay, we are ready for the pose. Like this, and this. And we have to do our little devotion. Ooh, let's see what we get today. Curious to see. You know, sometimes the devotions are so good. So fitting. Let's see what we got. All right, which one did we read last time? Oh, that one, I believe. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's going to fit. Of course it's going to fit. Hi, Jody. You know it's going to fit. You know it's going to fit what I go through. Why does it do that? A snow girl. Half a snow girl. A melting snow girl. You love the nose. Like you say, little carrot. The little snow woman. Yeah, the nose is cute, isn't it? Okay, here we go. This is from Beth Moore, Praying God's Word Day by Day. Thank you. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Here we go. Half. And this half. We still got the snow on that half some too. So I say, you know, this is snow. This is our snow. All our snow. The only snow we get. So the prayer comes from Jeremiah 17:9-10. And it says, the deeper you and I are rooted in the unfailing love of God, the less we sway when the winds of life blow harshly. Is that appropriate or not? Yes. And here is our prayer. Father, you have warned me for my own good not to trust anything about my heart unless it is fully surrendered to you. My heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. I will never be able to understand it. You, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind. Please help me to recognize that the primary target of deception is my heart. Boy, that's an interesting thought, isn't it? In other words, I must be careful not to trust feelings and emotions on their own. I must wear the breastplate of righteousness so that I will do the right thing even when I don't feel the right thing. In the meantime, I ask you, Lord, to knead the right kind of feelings into my heart. That is really good. I love the statement. The deeper you and I are rooted in the unfailing love of God, the less we sway when the winds of life blow harshly. So I say, if you feel the winds of life blowing harshly, root yourself deeper into the unfailing love of God, which I did a little bit last night. I was feeling concerned and distressed, and I got out a bunch of Bible verses and read them that fit the topic out loud. I read them out loud, and it's comforting. It's comforting, and apparently it roots you further down into the love of God and into faith. And it's helpful, and it's a blessing. And when you're feeling that way, get out the Word of God, look up things that pertain to whatever the subject is. If you don't have a subject, or you just don't know, I don't know what the subject is, just look up encouragement. Just look up something to read. Anything you read, it's got life to it. God's Word is a weapon, and God's Word is life, and it will transform you. And nothing is a more better blessing than that. Okay, so there is our fun look for today for our winter. It looks really funny from the side. It looks like it's really a nose. At least from my angle. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? Just in time for me to be done, Michelle. But you could go back and watch it if you want to. So this is my look for today. The melting half a snow woman. So good. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Fits, because, it's so fun to do things like for Christmas, and then Christmas is over. I'm like, well, what else do we have? Winter. Winter is still here, at least for some people. It's sort of winterish here. You missed the whole thing. I know. But I'll save it, so it'll still be on there if you want to watch the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you for coming, Michelle and Holly, and thank you, Jody. It's so good to talk to you. You have to go back and watch it, yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you are very blessed. Have a very happy new year. May we all receive the blessings and abundance that God has for us this year. You missed it too. Yep. But it'll still be here. You can watch it. And I pray that you all go be amazing. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.